Hey everyone, Lone Wolf Jedi here, and here is the second of the 3 reviews that I plan on doing, Looper. Looper is a futuristic science action film starring Joseph Gordon-Levitt, Bruce Willis, and Emily Blunt. Those are the main 3 stars in the movie. There are other people that are in it, but those are the main 3. The story goes like this. Levitt plays Joe Simmons, a looper, which is a high-priced assassin in the year 2044. According to Levitt's narrative, time travel has not been invented yet, but it will be in approximately 30 years. And it will be instantly outlawed. That doesn't stop crime lords from using it to transport targets to the past. And that's where loopers come in. They take their weapons, called blunderbusses, to a specific location where, on a blanket, the target appears wearing a brown jacket, hands tied behind the back, and their heads covered with a bag. They shoot the target dead and turn the body over, cut open the jacket and get their payment in the form of silver. At which they dispose of the body and go back to whatever they were doing, which in most cases was getting high and partying. Now, if the payment comes in the form of gold, that means they killed their future self, or closing the loop, as they call it. Well, as the story progresses, all of a sudden, a lot of loops have been closing lately, as a person in the future called the Rainmaker have been gathering the future selves of the loopers and sending back to their past selves. One day, Simmons is waiting for his next target, and it takes longer than usual. Normally, it happens around 11:30. I believe that's the time. But he's sitting there, pulls out he had a pocket watch. It's a nice pocket watch, by the way. Pulls out his pocket watch, looks at the time. Okay, not here yet. Then he appears. And he's not tied up, nor does he have a bag over his head. He's sitting like this. He looks up. It's Bruce Willis, who plays future Joe Simmons. He is, he turns around. Levitt shoots him, but it hits the gold. And he throws the gold at Levitt and then comes up and pow, and punches him. He escapes and goes find the Rainmaker's younger self and kill him so this never happens, because in the future he finds this Chinese lady who saves him from a life of drugs and debauchery. He marries her and then they come to get him, and when they come to get him to take him to his past self, she gets shot and killed. After escaping his assassination, he searches for the Rainmaker by looking up numbers provided by a friend and comes up with 3 targets. He meets up with Levitt and tells him to go to one of the locations and kill the kid. There. He finds the location, meets Sarah Rollins, Emily Blunt's character, who has a kid with psychic abilities. He realizes that he is the Rainmaker and he decides to protect him from his future self. He sees how it's not going to end as the kid gets away and his future self kills Sarah. So he decides to end it all by killing himself. And completely Bruce Willis just completely disappears. Everything goes back to normal the way it would have been probably without the loopers and all that other stuff. And all the silver that he had been collecting over the years goes to, I guess Sarah takes it. That's not really explained, but it's how should I say, it's hinted at. I didn't like this movie because it's kind of original. It's kind of an original idea, and originality in Hollywood is not too often. Along with like rip-offs of other things, but this is an original idea in terms of a time travel movie. But I did not like the ending. I didn't like the way it ended. It just, to me, is like, why did he kill himself? He could have helped Bruce Willis. He could have helped his future self avoid that lifetime of whatever. And I've seen a lot of Joseph Gordon-Levitt's movies, and so far my favorite is probably one of his first, which was Angels in the Outfield. This to me is one of his best, and I I saw Premium Rush, and I liked that as well. Would I recommend Looper? Yes, I would. The story is original, and like I said, it's something you rarely see in Hollywood. So if you see it on Netflix or Redbox, rent it. You won't regret it. So, that's my review of Looper. My next review will be the film I went and saw, which is The Last Stand. I also just recently bought, an older movie, which kind of is a personal thing for me, The 40-Year-Old Virgin. I hope to review that one too. And so until my next video, this is LWJ saying thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Take care of yourselves.
You think you know me?